Well, before I had a journey in my thinking. At first, I thought, wow, yes, very exciting. I want to share my message. Then I thought, it's going to be a lot of work to prepare. And then I thought, well, yeah, but it's an opportunity that who knows if it'll arise again. And I really do want to share my message. So it motivated me to do that final hurdle. I think I did fine. I think I didn't forget anything. Probably when I watch it, I'll then cringe. But then at the moment, I think I've remembered everything I wanted to say, and I had the opportunity to rehearse it yesterday and finish the last sentence, and so, yeah. Yes, my talk was about my research passion, which is bamboo. Bamboo used as a structural material, and preferably in its natural shape. It is naturally a very efficient material in terms of strength, but my greatest passion comes from the fact that it's immensely efficient in terms of carbon emissions, and that's what the talk was about. It was about how sustainable it is, and so people talk about how sustainable it is. I was trying to quantify that. Okay, well, the bigger picture would be that in developing countries, particularly those in the tropics, with the right conditions, they embrace it as a material to use, as a construction material, and then reap benefits that it offers. It's more sustainable. Bamboo forests provide a lot of benefits. They create a lot of employment. Because it'd be a local resource, you create local jobs, not having to import resources for some countries, because, say, even some countries will probably have to import even cement. So it can create jobs, it can create good housing. In earthquakes, it can be better than, say, masonry, safer to be in a house made out of bamboo than, say, masonry. So also in certain contexts, it makes a lot of sense to use it. So my hope would be that in a similar way as the developed world is gradually increasing its consumption of timber to make structures, we would see something similar in the developing tropical countries where they start to embrace bamboo to make their structures, and hence be creating a smaller carbon footprint in their development. Well, the university and the city has changed greatly in these years. It's increasingly getting a modern buzz feeling to it. I think it's a positive place to be in the sense that you feel it's going places. And with regards to the faculty, I'm very optimistic as well about where we're going and how it's growing. We've got a lot of challenges ahead, but we're all happy to embrace them and carry on. Okay, that's a very good question. I was born in Colombia, and I did my undergraduate in Colombia, and I was about to finish my course. I was in the moment of choosing my dissertation topic when there's an earthquake in the coffee region of Colombia. And in this region of Colombia, surprisingly as it may be, they build a lot with bamboo. And bamboo housing performed very, very well, contrary to masonry and concrete housing, which just collapsed and killed a lot of people. So I thought, yeah, we really do have to promote this. And so I went and lived in the coffee region of Colombia and helped with the reconstruction efforts. And I just triggered something in my mind. This is what has to be done. And that's what I've tried to get my career to be about. I have done in the process. I've worked as consultant in industry in the UK, and I've designed steel, concrete, timber structures. But I must say my real passion is bamboo. Well, that's what the talk is about. I've put it into a numerical form and I've explained the advantages it has over, say, steel, and I've quantified that, you know. For example, I've given a simple thought experiment. Say if you get this 3-meter beam, you would, if you didn't use steel but instead you use bamboo, you would save 19 kilograms of carbon dioxide emissions just from a small little decision like that. And it gradually builds up to be hugely beneficial. That's just in carbon emissions. But it plays a bigger picture in sustainability. The bigger picture is that the forests, the way it grows is actually grass. So it has this complex root network. And so its root network means that it retains soils, preventing erosion. It regulates the water cycle, so you have less flash flooding or droughts. And you harvest it by only extracting some of the stems that are mature. In the meantime, you never have a situation where you could have completely flattened forest. You have a situation where there's always some forest cover. So wildlife can find sanctuary within the forest, and animals can continue living there. So it's so much better than, say, our alternative solutions to finding materials, which are quarries, and they offer absolutely no benefit. Timber is a pretty good material, but there is, in some practices of timber forestry, where we eventually just cut it all down, and there is a transition while you replant the forest where you can again harbour wildlife there. It's not demeriting timber, which is also a very important ingredient in a sustainable solution, but bamboo lends itself more to certain scenarios. It's just cheaper to grow, it's cheaper to harvest, it grows faster. It takes only 3 to 5 years to have a mature culm from the moment it emerges from the ground. It will take you 30 years to have a mature tree. So it suits itself to the economies of developing countries better.